Hi, my name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you are doing okay because today we are going to take a look at Surreal Machines Modnetic and it is awesome. So let's Oge! So here we are in the App Store and this is Surreal Machines Modnetic. It will cost you $5.99 USD and Great British Pounds, $9.99 AUD. But what is Modnetic? Modnetic is a comprehensive emulation of classic analog tape delay hardware from the 1970s. This ain't just an analog emulation. Modnetic also has a few digital twists. Modnetic gives you 4 powerful effects in one: a supreme analog emulated tape delay, extremely realistic spring reverb choices, bucket brigade, chorus, flanger, phaser, and classic tones, analog sounding on the one hand, but digital clarity and impossible tricks on the other hand. You are going to love this app. Let's Oge! Modnetic is also available on the PC and Mac from surrealmachines.com. Here it is. It's 69 euros. You can try a demo for absolutely free. Awesome. Now let's hear a demo of it in action. Okay, so let's talk about the key features of Modnetic. An echo section with 3 combinable virtual tape heads, 2 different reverse delay effects, and a hold mode, which emulates repeatedly reading and writing the same audio to tape. A reverb section with 35 carefully crafted impulse responses. A modulation section featuring chorus, flanger, and phaser effects, including analog models inspired by bucket brigade devices, clean digital effects, and special sonically broken flavors. And 4 vintage machine characters that affect the tonal and sonic qualities of the delay and modulation effects, with a character dial that controls the strength of the selected machine. And finally, comprehensive routing options for blending the 3 effects in unique and creative ways. Okay, so let's jump over to AUM and give you a demo of this stuff. We have Playbeat running here with the Unveil preset pack loaded up. We've got Modnetic ready to go as an effect slot. And let's hit play and see what's going on. So this is the default sound. If we head up here to the preset section, you've got factory presets, and boy, is there a lot. And they're all organized kind of like in a little bit of section order. So you've got ping pong effects, era effects here, modulation, chorus, flanger effects, phaser effects. You've got tape delay effects and reverb effects down the bottom. So that's the way the presets are organized. You can save your own presets here, right? So you've got a little save preset as. Load a preset from here. You have your initialize. This is your init patch. Click that, it'll go back to default. You've got a manual and you can visit the Surreal Machines website from here. We can switch between presets left and right with these arrows. We have A and B for your different tones if you want to bounce back and forward between 2 specific presets. We have a mix lock, so when we click this, it puts a lock on the mix. We also have all of these wonderful effects, and you'll notice there's only 2 of them running at the moment. How can you tell that? Well, they have a light up here, a little square. If I click these, they are now off. And we're just hearing the plain tones, or we're just hearing the characteristics over here, yeah? Now, there's multiple ways to turn these on. You can turn them on, the modulation, by hitting the lights up here, or you can turn them on and off in the routing section. Each one of them have the first letter. So R for reverb, E for echo, M for modulation. So you can control all of these from multiple different angles. Really nice. We are going to start today with the reverb. And boy, do you have some reverbs in here. It's awesome. Now, these are all impulse responses, and they're all organized by category. So if we click on it, you've got springs first, and you can see plates here, whole bunch of plates. We've got some halls. We've got colors as well. Let's choose a dark cabinet. Should be able to hear that, how that reverb got instantly darker. Let's go for a spring spiral. We have a level under here to boost the reverb, or to pull it out and take it into the minus. It can get pretty loud as well. We've got plates in here. Big halls. Wonderful colorization with reverbs. We've got this tape cover in here. How nice is that? Okay, let's talk about modulation next. Reverb. Chorus. Reverb. We've got a chorus, flanger, and a phaser. You can change the amount and the rate from here. So you can hear that chorus wobbling along. We also have a stereo spread. So we can pull this back to 0, and this will bring it back to a mono chorus effect. Or go wild and spread that out. Now, each of these effects have different versions. So we've got an analog, we've got a digital chorus, a watery chorus, and a character chorus. Let's talk about the character section, because that refers to over here. And in our character section, we have these 4 character modes: Lo-Fi, 501, Old, and Dark. And these not only relate to the modulation, they also relate to the echo, and they can relate to things like there's some under the hood stuff going on with EQing and stuff like that. Let's change this to Lo-Fi. There's a percentage down the bottom as well, so you can turn up the amount. Let's go dark. Now, a lot of these are going to be subtle as well. And when you have other effects in there, especially the echo section, these character sections will influence the heads on the echo section, yeah? Now, we also have in here flanger. So you can hear straight away when we change the character on this one, that whole lo-fi effect is gone. Much darker tone there for the flanger. But again, we have analog. There's our analog flange, digital, and stoned. But we also have a phaser. Whoa! Let's hit the lo-fi version. Again, we have analog, digital, dub, and character. Okay, let's jump over to our echo because this is where you're going to have a lot of fun with this thing. This echo is wild, wild. Immediately, when you turn on the echo, it will automatically be set so you can change it at will. It's not locked to the door. So we can change it from milliseconds to beats. So now it's locked in. And in here we can change it from eighths, sixteenths, triplets, all that kind of stuff. Sounds rad. I got to admit, these Surreal Machines apps, both the Fuse and this one, they're awesome. They're really, like, I'm blown away by both of these. So we have some tape heads here, and for this example, I'm going to change back to milliseconds. We're going to turn this up to a whole second, just so I can explain the heads here for you. So we've got 1, 2, 3 heads. So this is currently running at 1 second. If we turn it to 2, it's now going to play every 2 seconds. If we move it to 3, it's going to be every 3 seconds. And then we have a combination here. So then you can see the lights display. You've got 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, and then all at the same time. Now this section, our character section, really has a big effect on these tape heads. You're going to get different characters out of each tape head. You can control the intensity of this and it gets loud. You can go crazy. You can go up to 11. So here's our 100%. And once we go into this section, it changes color and it gets wild. You better be ready to reel this thing in. So just think of the heads as doubling up each time, yeah? 1, 2, 3. We also have a wow here. Let's bring this back down to 1 to give it a little bit of warbly love. And again, this character will affect the wow as well. And a level. Plus we have a hold button down here. Let's give it a hold. Wicked. And we can choose down here, so we've got a playback, we can go forward or we can go backwards. So let's bring up the mix over here so you can hear our tape going backwards. You can choose between tape and loop. And you can go back forwards. All right, we have a mix here, so you can add some bass. Thick. Get some treble in there. Pull back the bass, so nice little bass and treble in there. Double tap to bring anything back to the center. You have some noise in here. And again, this character is going to affect the type of noise. So if we just stop this now. Turn it up. All right, let's go. So you can hear that noise, adds that little bit of dirt, filth in there. We also have an overall stereo width, so you can spread all this out. And let's talk about our routing last. So this is really cool. If we turn more than one of these on, routing will become active, at least our modulation, because we've turned on modulation. So we've got a pre-dry, and these make a heap of difference. Again, the routing is tied to these characteristics over here. And if we bring in our reverb, so let's talk about this. Reverb has parallel, post, and pre, and you'll see it'll move these reverbs around. So currently we're in a pre. Everything's running from modulation first, reverb, and then to echo. We can move this around. Now we're running pre-wet, and now post-echo. Let's give it a larger, this torque verb. Oh, wow. Parallel. Go back to our chorus. At any time we can remove anything from here. Presets. Let's just run through some randomly and then we'll end today's show. So that is Modnetic by Surreal Machines. Wow, pretty incredible stuff, huh? Both Diffuse and Modnetic both come from desktop to iOS, and they're both incredible. I really didn't expect them to be both this cool, so please, Surreal Machines, keep bringing your apps over to iOS. They're rad. Modnetic is $5.99 on the App Store. That's USD, Great British Pounds, $9.99 Aussie dollary doos. And you can get that on the App Store. You can also get it for Mac and PC. Incredible stuff. Hey, do you like this content? Please hit the like, do the subscribe, and ring the bell. It really helps out. If you'd like to send a super thanks or a donation, that helps too. Become a member or even a Patreon, where I master your music every weekend live on the channel. All right, got to get out of here for today. Wow, awesome apps. Yeah, awesome apps. So do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better, and we'll all rise together and stay awake. Let's Oge!